Howdy and welcome to Family Friendly Foods. Today we're doing comfort food. Tuna noodle casserole, the infamous, famous, I don't know what you want to call it, green bean casserole. And I'm gonna do that beef gravy with the meat on top of the bread, just Okay, we're gonna get started. We're getting ready to start, and look what we're using today for fun.
I know. Why are we using that today for fun?
Well, because we're doing so much stirring in the pot, it's easier for them to show it.
Ah, all right.
So
yeah. You can see it more easily. What is this called? A hot burner?
It's a butane burner.
Ah, all right.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to need about 3 tablespoons.
Hey, Chef, what are we making?
Oh! Silly me! We're making tuna noodle casserole.
Oh.
So I put some oil in the bottom of there, and I want 2 butters too.
I say ooh because I've been craving tuna melts recently, so this is probably the closest I'm going to get.
Well, unless you make yourself some.
We're going to have a family-friendly cooking for tuna melts because I don't actually know how to make one.
Oh wow! All right. As soon as this gets melted,
yes,
we're going to put in the onion, celery, carrots, and it's 3/4 of a cup of each one.
All right.
You can go for it.
Here come the onions. You want the whole thing?
That's good enough.
Oops.
That's all right.
Celery and nicely chopped carrots. I noticed you did all this ahead of time and didn't have me do it this time.
No, I didn't.
You wanted this to happen more readily.
I want half of that.
Half of this. When? Now?
Yeah.
All right.
Because remember, it's mushroom soup that used to go in this.
Oh.
And we're not using mushroom soup.
Why are we leaving it out?
We're making our own.
I see.
With the mushrooms and the milk.
Fantastic.
And when we do the when we do the green bean casserole, we're doing just about the same thing. Now I'm stirring this in here, and I want it to cook a little bit. Doesn't that smell good?
It already smells nice.
It does.
And it's very colorful too.
Well, I always try to do that. And the sauce we're making with this today, Kirby, is a bechamel.
A bechamel?
Right. Which just means it's a milk sauce.
Oh.
So what we're doing is we're cooking these things.
What language would bechamel be?
French.
That's French?
Yeah.
Ah.
Everything is
Je suis très bête. I'm not very smart. I thought lait, L-A-I-T, was milk.
Well, bechamel is a milk sauce.
Ah, très bien.
My French is so bad they make fun of it, but I'm from Kentucky.
Well,
I'm not from, Paris. Well, I could be from Paris, Kentucky.
Or you could be from
London,
London or Versailles.
Oh,
Versailles.
Friend of mine, they hired this guy from Germany, and he was a chef, and he got all excited about Versailles.
Sure.
And all these places, and everybody's kind of looking at him going, well, we're hillbillies around here. We don't say it like that. Now, see, this is starting to cook nicely.
Will we know that it's cooked through enough when the onions become see-through?
Absolutely. Perfect. Perfect.
How many years have we been doing this? I've finally started to learn something.
While I'm doing this, I'm going to go in and put a little bit of thyme. You don't have to, maybe I am. You don't have to add thyme leaves, but I always like thyme even in my tuna salad. It just picks it up some.
It picks up a fishy taste?
Well, no.
Not in a bad way.
No, it just brings all the flavors out and smell it. I didn't mean for you to burn your nose. You go like this.
Oh, I think I've singed myself.
Goofball. Now, I'm going to put some thickener in here. Are you going to be okay?
Nancy. I mean, Chef.
1, 2, 3 tablespoons. 3. And we add, with the butter and the oil, 3 tablespoons. So what we're going to do is we're going to stir this in like this.
This is going to thicken it?
It is. But we want to cook this flour just a little. so it doesn't taste like flour.
Right, so it doesn't taste pasty, but how will we know when it's cooked?
Well, what I'm going to do is it'll be cooking while I want you to start out by adding in
The milk?
the milk.
So this is 1 cup. Do I ultimately put in 2?
Ultimately, you put in 2 cups. And what we're doing is we're making up for our tuna noodle, not tuna noodle, our mushroom soup.
I see. You know, I had this realization the other day.
What?
There's a television show on the Food Network called Worst Cook in America.
I love that show.
And I was talking to one of the contestants who's from Kentucky.
Oh, the guy that's...
He didn't know what a burner was on the stove. Like he was trying to cook without turning it on. And I thought, I am not that far from him as far as knowledge of cooking goes, as we noticed with me just burning my nose. So,
see how thick that is?
It's getting nice and thick. Here comes our 2nd cup of milk.
Alrighty. And I'm
2%
going to
milk.
stir this in.
Would this work with almond milk?
Yeah, but I wouldn't make tuna casserole with almond milk.
All right, I'm thinking about what I have in my house.
Oh, all right. Now what we want now is the tuna.
Okay, so
Hand me these.
clearly
tuna.
the answer is no. And this is tuna packed in oil or water?
You know, I buy them both, so I don't know.
I know, I can tell you. Well, this is
Packed
in
in-
water, but I guess it doesn't matter, right?
No, it really doesn't.
So you just be saving yourself a couple calories?
Yeah, well, you're saving a lot of calories with this because you know how canned soup has all that terrible stuff in it?
A lot of sodium, I know that.
Yeah, and that's so what we're doing. Now I'm going to turn this burner off. Now,
idea.
look at this. Isn't that lovely? And I'm breaking all the tuna up. Yeah, and I'm going to add a little pepper.
Okay. I'll stir in the meantime.
Thank you.
Yes. Pepper.
Pepper, and I'm going to get the noodles.
So you've already cooked the noodles, and any particular type that works best?
I like to use, you know, your regular egg noodles.
Okay.
Like this. All right, you keep stirring, and there's something to hold on to so you don't burn your hand.
Okay. Well,
You've already burned
Paired-
your nose.
who can possibly burn their nose while cooking?
I don't know, but I think I need to tell Tyler Florence and Ann Burrell. Maybe we can get you on that show next year.
The worst cook in America?
Uh-huh.
They have...
No, you're too good. You really are.
well, you've taught me a lot, but there are just things which I need to... Here, come in here
No,
so we can
here's
see
what
you.
I want you to do.
All right.
I want you to pour
I'm just trying to get all the noodles coated here.
that in
This
there.
already looks really good. All right.
Doesn't it? Pour that in there, and I'm going to use this to toast a few.
And now...
Do you need this?
I do, but I only have 2 hands. And this is a heavy pot. It's a nice pot. It's
It's a good pot.
it's a good pot.
All right, I don't know if it all came out or not.
I'll get the rest of it.
Can you?
Yeah, it seems
Okay.
like you have some things to do over there.
All right, what I'm going to do is I got a little butter melted here. And I'm going to put some panko crumbs on top. Back in the day, if you'll remember, did your mother use, what were potato chips?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm using these instead. Oh, yeah, we always had the potato chips.
We did. I've forgotten about that. I kind of like that because we weren't allowed to have potato chips in my family just for general eating, so.
Well, my father owned a funeral home.
Oh, well, that makes all
And
funeral
in
home
the
families.
basement of the funeral home, we had these machines.
Oh, like vending machines?
Yes. And when there wasn't anybody down there, I'd sneak down there and I'd try to make sure the people that worked there didn't catch me because, you know, I
Yes.
didn't want to get caught, my gosh. And I'd get the key and I'd open them up.
Oh, you don't want to have the whole vending machine?
Uh-huh. I thought I was something else.
Well, you were something else.
And I've got these coated in butter. I'm going to put them over the top.
Right.
Look at the color in that.
I can't wait to eat this.
Oh my gosh, it's Hungry Woman.
I'm hoping that one day soon we make tuna melts.
Oh, you do?
Not today, but because it's not on our
It's not on our agenda.
No, it's not on the menu for today, but maybe we could make different varieties of tuna melts.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Doesn't
Can you
it?
put that in here?
Of course.
And we're going to keep it in there till it's bubbly, which will be about 25 minutes. Okay?
All right.
Perfect.
Nice. Woohoo!
Yes. Now, Kirby and I are going to straighten this up, and then we're going to make green bean casserole.
Infamous or famous?
Right. I don't know which one. Let's make our green bean casserole. Now, I'm going to turn the burner on.
And I've only made the green bean casserole based on the French fried onion recipe on the back. So this will be a treat.
Well, it's the same thing.
It is?
Yeah, I got about 2 tablespoons of oil and a tablespoon of butter.
But mine always turns out real watery and milky.
I'm sorry. You were so serious.
It does, though.
Do you use cream of mushroom soup?
Yes.
Well, we're not.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Maybe that will help. But it says so on the back of the French fried onions.
Oh,
that's
I
why
know.
I do that.
That's why I'm doing this. So I'm trying to show people how not to use.
Okay. And there we go.
So we can pour our mushrooms in here.
All right, the rest of our mushrooms?
Yes.
What's this, about a cup?
Yes. You know what you can make it with, and I didn't just because I didn't. Portobello, the baby bellas.
Oh, is that nice?
Yeah.
I bet it is.
Yeah, it has a real nice flavor. So we're going to let this go for a second. And the recipe from Campbell's, the original recipe, calls for a teaspoon of soy sauce.
All right.
So I'm going to
soy
use that.
sauce.
Yeah, I've never...
Not Worcestershire sauce, but
No,
soy sauce.
Huh. One time I was going to make this, and a friend of mine grew okra. Mm-hmm. And I thought, oh, I'll make this with okra. Oh my God. It was the worst thing you would ever put in your mouth.
Why? Did it get too slimy?
You know how, oh, slimy didn't cover it. Oh my God. It was horrible.
It was like a casserole pan full of slugs. I bet it was.
That's true. That's what it was like. It was like it was full of slugs. And what we're going to do, we're making
My nose is still a little singed from that last one. And I'm not kidding. But anyway, all right.
We're making, instead of just a plain bechamel, we're adding cheese to it. So it's called a mornay.
Okay, so that was 3 tablespoons of flour.
3 tablespoons of remember I did 2 tablespoons of oil and 1 tablespoon of butter?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, see, this is making my roux. Now, what I want you to do is put in the milk.
The milk, 1 cup of milk?
I need 2 cups.
2 cups, all right. I'm not doing, I know that you're supposed to leave it on a flat surface to get exact.
Well, there's probably only 2 cups left in there.
Probably, but I want something to do in this show, so I'm going to make a big show of it. Let's just put it on.
Oh, perfect. You act like you're pouring coffee at the seal box. All right, now, once this starts to thicken a little like the other one did, it'll start bubbling here in a minute. We're going to put the cheese in it. But I'm going to put this in it right now.
Okay, the soy sauce. This is like the secret ingredient.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have I made this when I was younger? I thought about making this because when I was at the pool, I was talking about comfort food, and they said, oh, we'd all love to have a recipe again, not using the mushroom soup for tuna casserole. And this one woman said...
For green bean casserole?
No, the tuna.
Oh, tuna, okay.
And she said, all of a sudden she goes, do you know what I made not too long ago? And I said, what? And she goes, green bean casserole. And I went, it's been 1,000,000 years. And she said she made it, and every man at that party just went nuts. So I thought I'd remind y'all how to make this.
That's great. I'm glad you are, because I like to see how to make it correctly.
What we need to do is get this to come up to a boil. Okay. And it's almost there.
Well, you must go to the pool a lot. Is that where you go to exercise?
Yeah, I go to Milestone and get in what I refer to as the old lady pool.
Well, it's warm, right?
Oh, gosh. It is. You get in it, and it's like heaven.
I went and swam laps yesterday. Now, I don't want to date this, but it was really cold outside. Uh-huh. It was a polar vortex, and it was 85 degrees in the pool at the downtown Y. It was so nice.
They have that pool, and it makes a difference.
It does.
All right, now let's go with the cheese.
Which appears to be 1/3 of a cup.
Now, see, I've got my sauce. See how it's nice and creamy? Mm-hmm. I'm going to turn that off for a minute.
Now it's boiling.
I want to show y'all something. See, if I go like this,
yes,
it doesn't come back together.
so that means it's done?
You're ready.
Okay, you're ready. I bet I would too.
Garlic powder. I'm going to put in some of that because, Kirby,
Yes?
we know there's
We
no
never
such
enough
thing.
as too much garlic.
Doesn't that smell good? That's a nice cheese sauce. It's like a macaroni and cheese sauce.
And there's so little cheese in that cheese sauce.
I know. But that's the way you work
Yeah.
it. If you put too much, it'll separate.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go with the green beans.
Put those in here,
Yes.
the whole bag?
Yeah, they're thawed frozen green beans, and I like to use French cut.
These are very finely cut. And you like the French cut as opposed to the
bigger one.
the bigger ones because
I just really like it. All right,
personal
now
preference.
that I've got this, I'm turning my burner off.
Okay. Are you going to dump it in here?
Yeah, but I need, you put some of these on the inside.
Okay.
And then in 25 minutes,
Doctor?
we're going to stir it and then put them on the top.
Ding!
All right,
I wonder
now,
if that's what I do wrong.
Can you?
Yes?
Okay, good.
We've been doing this together for so long that you don't even really need to say a complete sentence. Can you? Will you? Yes.
Is one enough?
Yes.
All righty now. You can sit it on that if you want to balance it on that.
Oh, I like holding it up here. It's like a little bicep workout.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Do you smell that already?
I can't smell anything. I've singed my nose.
Oh, Kirby, I love it. All right. Did I get everything out here?
It looks good, though. So I want to leave a little bit so I can taste it.
All right. And then we're going to put this in the oven, and I think our tuna noodle may be done.
So Chef, no extra onions on the top.
After it cooks for about 25 minutes,
Okay.
we stir it and then put extra onions.
All right, shall we have a look here?
Yeah, I think
Switch
what
them
we
out?
might want to do.
Casserole.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that
yeah.
looks good.
Here.
So, you want to pull that one out?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Here, put it down on that.
perfect.
Nice, and I'll stick this one in. We are like a casserole conveyor belt.
Well, you know, back in the day, that's what you ate, casseroles.
I like casseroles.
Oh, they're fun. They're one stop. Now everybody has the pressure cooker
Oh.
or the slow cooker. All right, let's clean up, and we're going to make our next best thing.
Which is? Oh, it's
Gravy.
Gravy?
Gravy and meat.
Oh, okay.
All right, I've got my whisk, and we're going to make some more gravy. Only this time we're making beef gravy.
Because we're going to make what ultimately? What's the end?
We're
what's
going to
the end
make
game
gravy and roast beef open-faced sandwiches. So
here? Is this a day of comfort food?
Yes, it is,
All right.
sister. All right, now I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of oil.
Thank you for saying oil.
What do you think I was going to say?
All.
Oh, Earl. And 1 tablespoon of butter. So
All right.
now I got 3 tablespoons of stuff I'm melting in here.
This whisk has been extremely important during these recipes today.
That's right, because we're whisking away. Now, when this starts to melt the rest of the way, and the butter's pretty much melting, I am going to add my flour. With this, you notice when I made the tuna and the green bean casseroles that pretty much as soon as the flour had gotten stirred in, I went on and asked you to do the milk.
Correct. I did
But
notice that.
because I wanted it to be white, but I'm going to let this roux go a little bit longer,
Okay.
and it'll, well, you'll see. It'll get a little brown, and it'll have a nutty flavor. And we're going to add the beef stock to that.
So it'll be burning a little bit or no?
No, it just starts to brown.
I see.
Yeah, you want it to brown.
Brown, not burn. Okay.
No. In fact, I used to make roux Years ago when I was at Rubino's and we used to have gumbo, I used to make a big thing of roux in an iron skillet.
Wow.
Yeah.
With a whisk?
Yeah, we wanted it to be as Cajun as it should be. Now I'm going to let this go for a minute, and you see it's all bubbly.
It is all bubbly.
All right, come on, get brown for me.
It's definitely darker than the last one already.
Yes.
But there's no milk in it.
No, but the other one, I would have had the milk in by now.
Yeah, look at that.
See, now it's starting to go. See, it's getting darker?
Right, there's got to be a precise, wow. I've never seen this before.
Isn't it neat?
Yes.
That's why I wanted to make sure people could see what we were doing with this burner. All right, now we've got it. Now I turned it off.
Okay.
This is really hot oil, and when you pour this in,
Something's gonna, there's gonna be a reaction?
if you're not, if
The
you
whole
do
thing?
too much. Yeah, but not right at once.
All right then.
I didn't know whether to trust you or not. I've got it turned off.
I'm really glad you warned me about that though. This is hot business.
It's hot to try.
Okay, that was a good warning.
Did you get it all out?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right. Perfect.
Okay.
Another can to recycle.
And now it's
I'm going to turn it back on for a second.
it's really quite brown and nutty looking now.
Can you smell that without killing yourself? That's the way you do it.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
Thank you. So there's a reason for this little hand motion. It's not just being sort of fancy.
No.
All right.
All right, so we're going to let this thicken up some. And sometimes it takes it a few minutes,
Okay.
and which it's doing. And I'm going to add my pepper to this. And I'm going to add my garlic because we have to have garlic, right?
Correctamundo.
I mean, if you don't like garlic, I am so sorry. You're really missing out.
Well,
Yeah.
or you have to really alter the recipes that we show you because we love it.
One of the things that you can do to this is if you want to add some more herbs or some Worcestershire or something like that. Once this thickens up, it's going to be perfect. And I'm going to let that boil for a minute. And then we're going to put our roast beef in it.
Oh, we put the roast beef into this?
Yes.
It was boiling a lot.
Perfect.
So we're going to put the gravy, the roast beef and gravy on bagels.
Well, because guess what?
You forgot the bread?
I forgot the bread.
Well, it all works.
Now, here we go. I turned it off after it started boiling. You could turn it down on a regular burner. These things don't adjust so well, okay?
Okay.
So let me see where we are with this. See, it's there, and I go, it doesn't go back together.
No, so it's done.
Okay?
It's ready?
Now, what I want you to do is put those in here. Stick them all in there.
So this is just roast beef that you bought at the deli.
Right, deli cut roast beef that I got at Value Market. They have really nice roast beef there. They really do. Now, I'm gonna ask you to bring these over closer to us.
Oh, we're that far along.
Yeah, this is one of the best dinners you can make. You just make your meat hot. Now, this is really good if you want to make mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could be the ultimate. I would put a little more gravy on that.
Well, we're going to. That's why I brought that spoon. Let me get some more of this meat out. Oh, boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Whoa, baby. We're going to eat well today, aren't we?
This is.
I'm just going to take all this out. This is enough for 4 people.
It is.
But considering we have a camera guy, you know, they like to eat. Now sit that down, and I'm just going to do it like this. I can't find a ladle,
Well,
so I'm going to do this.
that looks quite delicious.
It is quite delicious. Now, one more thing.
Yes?
Done.
I forgot. Well, I didn't. Yes. You know what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I need that spatula.
We need to turn our green bean casserole.
I need to stir it up. It's just now getting bubbly, which is what we want.
Okay. Do we want to show over here?
Yes.
All right. Let me just move these back.
See how it's getting bubbly around the edges?
Yep.
We're going to stir it up.
And this will, is this what just kind of takes the temperature and disperses it throughout the casserole?
And if you didn't stir it very well beforehand.
Which was probably...
And what did I do with my...
there they are. See, what Chef Nancy,
Yes.
when I make this, it's all like the beans are just floating in milk. This looks much better.
You add too much liquid to your soup.
I must. Maybe you're not supposed to put so much water in with the soup.
Water? No. Use a half a cup of milk with the soup.
All right, well that's...
All right, this will be ready in a minute. Let's clean up and we're just gonna chow down.
Ready to do that.
Ready to do it.
Ta-da!
We are ready for a smorgasbord. Now, I've got a fork. I want to try. You ready to try this? This
Sure.
is the tuna noodle. This is the one we cooked first.
I'm most anxious about this one.
Oh, wow. What a bite.
I mean,
Wait a minute.
anxious in a good way. Not too salty. I like it.
I know. All right.
You know how sometimes tuna casseroles are really, for some whatever reason,
From
salty?
the mushroom soup.
Oh, well that's delicious. It's kind of light tasting.
Okay.
And now, ooh, steamy.
It tastes the way it's supposed to.
I'm speechless. No, that's very, very good. And it's a nice consistency. I would go to the extra effort to make that sauce myself rather than use the soup.
All right.
And now?
And that's the whole idea. Let's try one. Oops, boy, that's going to be a big bite.
It is a big bite. All right. Well, let's just give it a little shot though. That was a quick and easy meal to make for right after work, right after school. I like it.
All you need is a vegetable or a salad.
This and that. Yeah. Mind if I eat a little bit more of this one? This was really good, Chef Nancy. Thank you for teaching me the right way to make these casseroles and gravy.
Too big of a bite.
Gravy with roast beef. This is really good. I feel comforted.
Okay. We have comforted the city. Take that, Greg Fisher.
Oh, he is the mayor of
The
compassion
city.
and empathy.
I know.
And of the city.
And so now we have the comfort food to go with him.